We are back talking about our favorite orange world traveling jumping friend, jumping traveler, orange furred jumping traveler with his best, going around the world with his best friend. That's right, we are going to talk about Ratchet and Clank the movie. No. This was Wander Over Yonder, The Waste of Time. And that's basically what it was. Actually, no, it wasn't, but it was. Also, I feel like if this is going to be the last season, they made this episode specifically to answer some questions. And I'll explain. Basically, Sylvia and Wander are going, they're almost out of orbital juice. So they go to this, one place where there's a Wilbur, where basically the guy who invented orbital juice, the guys who invented orbital juice, the Wright brothers, but it said it's Orbital and Wilborble. I don't know. It's basically a joke on the Wright brothers who made the planes. Made planes. They go to this dead gas station and they pick up time orbital juice. And basically, this then allows them to accidentally travel through time while they're going. Sylvia's like, "Well, we have to go back to our main timeline. We have to go back to our main timeline. We're gonna create paradoxes, all this crap." And Wanda's like, "Well, okay, but hold on." And basically, first they find themselves in the episode where the planets were going to align, and you saw Captain Fudge. What was his name? Someone told me his name. It's Lord Hater versus Captain Awesome. Was it Captain Awesome? It wasn't Lord Awesome. I think it was Captain Awesome. Captain Awesome. But that one episode where they're standing on the pyramid and the planets are about to align and stuff like that. Basically it was gonna be that, but Wander and Wander's like, "Oh, this is my favorite part!" And you see Wander going, "Eh." It's Wander in the patch slowly going down the hill, which is funny. And then Sylvia then starts walking forward, and you kind of see time slowly move forward and then move back when she walks backwards. And so then they said, "Oh crap! Well, we have to go to the future." But Wander goes, "All right, hold on," and he runs toward the future. He says, "Hold on, we're here." He stops right at the point of My Fair Haiti when Hater was singing to Dominator. It's a pretty good start. Da 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 da. That, and basically Sylvia's saying there's paradoxes and all that stuff, and blah blah blah. And okay, and when they said we need to get back to the future, and Wander's like, "The future!" And they run to the future, or Wander runs to the future ahead of us to a point to where Hater is tied up in a web along with some other rocker dude, and Captain Tim, the spider thing, is now ginormous and looks like he's about to eat Hater. And Wander says we have to save him, but Sylvia says, "No, just remember when this happens. That way we go back to there when we can, when we're going regular time, not time traveling." So then Wander says, "Okay, okay." He didn't want to, but he's like, "Okay." So then they try to go back to the past. Wander speed runs again, but it ends up way farther in the past on another planetary alignment, with another pyramid. And this time it's that one dude who's hippie that goes who's now a hippie, the good bad guy, him. He's there with Major Threat. He's there with his army fighting another guy, which it looks like an orca, or I think he's a narwhal. If I remember correctly, he's a narwhal. And he's like, "Boy, Joe, I was doing this before it was cool." And they're about to fight, and then Wander basically does the exact same thing he did with Hater. "I brought a picnic basket!" And so Wander goes, "Well, it's me, Tumbleweed!" So yes, now we specifically know that Wander was Tumbleweed. And also, we can kind of guess that, I'm assuming because, like I said, the one episode about the legend or whatever it was, where they kept telling stories, bits and pieces of stories, which we can consider some parts are possibly true. We can probably guess that maybe Wander is from a race of wandering peacekeepers type. I'm just assuming this, but, you know, it's just a guess. but because that would be like one of the points that I would assume would be kind of connected to it. But they go back to then, and it's another. He straight up says that this is another galaxy, and also that in this galaxy, and also this galaxy, though it has another planetary alignment, the pyramid is blue, and you know, Major Threat and everything is there, and he goes by Tumbleweed. Then they go a little bit into the future, and we see Sylvia in like what is it? In kind of the gear from like that episode where it was the alien spoof, kind of in that gear, versing the android, which is supposed to be like the android from Star Wars that went with Boba Fett, while also mixed with, I believe it's Nort or Gort from The Day the Earth Stood Still. I believe that's what it's supposed to be. Fighting that bounty hunter, and basically Sylvia kicking the crap out of it, and the bounty hunter has something in the bag, and when Sylvia opens the bag, Wander pops out, he's like, hi! And Sylvia goes, it never hurts to help yourself. And he basically taking Wander away, he goes saying, keep quiet, you wandering weirdo. And Wander goes, huh, Wander. I like that name. And thus we now know how he got the name Wander. But that was a cool little thing. And then basically they go farther into the future, and they end up out the gas station that they started the episode in, but instead of it being run down and destroyed, it's brand new, and there's only one orbital pump, and it's regular orbital. And they talk to the Wright brothers, and the place is called the Right Place, which funny. But they talk to the Orbital brothers, like, do you guys have Time Warble yet? And they go, Wright brothers go, Time Warble? I haven't thought of that. That's genius. We should have it done in 50 years. And so Wander and Sylvia then say, well, we can't go around the world because we can't go around wandering because of time paradoxes or whatever. And so what they do is they stay there until 50 years or however long it takes in the future, which then they're all old and decrepit. Sylvia hides from her younger self, and old Wander looks like he's moving real fast, but he's just moving slowly, and like puts a little sign that says like out of order. That way, when Wander from the past grabs the thing, looks at it, sees the thing, like, oh, I almost put Time Warble in. Silly me. Glug 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 glug. All right, let's go. And Wander and Sylvia never go through time, thus creating a paradox. Because if you don't go to the past, because if you go to the past to change it, well, let me rethink that real quick. If you go to the past to change your future, there was no reason for you to go to the past. Therefore, there's no reason for you in the future to go to the past. So therefore, it would create a constant loop to where you are always going back to the past to change it, not changing it, but still also changing it. Therefore, creating an infinite loop that will forever go, unless you talk about alternate timelines. In that case, then you would stop the loop and then create an alternate timeline that you would then be traveling down instead, which then would cause, instead of a loop in time, it would cause kind of a swirl, kind of loop to loop into another timeline. If anyone followed that, God bless you. But because your brain just farted. No, what? But yeah, so then Wander and old Sylvia go, well, buddy, it's good. It was good being friends with you. And Wander says, I'm sorry I wasted 50 years here with, and Sylvia's like, oh, it's okay as long as we're together. They hug, and then they evaporate into nothing. They vanish into the ether, or the alternate timeline, I guess. And then the other Wander and Sylvia, the first Wander and Sylvia's like, wow, wouldn't it have been a thing if we gotten Time Warble? And then they just keep on, and so it was like, yeah, and then it ends there. And the reason why I say this episode is most likely made for like a final season thing is only because they're like, well, crap, we don't want to like leave so many unanswered questions, like kind of or unanswered things, like kind of like the. If I want to say something like most recent, Gravity Falls, which I guess is not really, a drop point, but like some things I'm pretty sure they had to cut because the episode kind of like Pacifica and Dipper's kind of relationship, because people have seen the episode that I'm talking about, like where about the firehead ghost Jumberjack or whatever. And if you look at it a little bit, yeah, you kind of see that there was probably supposed to be a relationship between Dipper and Pacifica, which would have been awesome. But sadly, we didn't get that. There's a few other things that we still haven't got. Yeah, and also like the ending of Gravity Falls, talking about the god of twins coming back and stuff like that. And also, what about the statue of Bill Cipher? Unless they're going to come out with a Gravity Falls 2, or if this is all going to connect back with Rick and Morty, because Rick and Morty and Gravity Falls are in the same freaking universe. Well, technically they're connected. Same universe. Connected, yes, because of the alternate timelines and stuff like that, which technically all stories are technically all connected in some way because they're all different universes, but they're still technically connected if you do, time things like that. So if you ever wanted to do a crossover and give it a reason why such things can happen, that is why. But, yeah, kind of the Flash running to Earth 2 type shtick. But kind of like that, and also because there actually are some Easter eggs in Rick and Morty of Gravity Falls. But especially one thing that actually connects to a thing where you see it come from point A in Gravity Falls to end that point being Rick and Morty. But kind of something like that. But and what was the point of that I ran before I ran on that tangent? Can't remember. Rick. No, I'm not. No, not Rick and Morty. I'm talking about freaking Wander Over Yonder. Wander Over Yonder. The time traveling thing. It was good, and the reason why I say it's a waste of time is because in the end, this, if anything, this only helped. It's not really a waste of time in a sense for the viewer, since we now see a little bit more of the past. And I say that this was probably done. Okay, I remember why I went on that tangent, but the reason why this was done was, at least it feels like it was something kind of just to say like, oh, here's some answers you might have wanted to know about. Which honestly, I would have liked if this was kind of a little bit, or maybe Time Orb will appear again later on, but I kind of would have liked to see like, maybe them jumping around like old past episodes, which they do, but I'm kind of like thinking like, well, they land back and dominate her ship when Hater's dancing or whatever. It would have been cool like if like there was something behind the scenes, like they followed Dominator at one point and like made sure she went in this direction, or didn't see Wander or Sylvia and Peepers go in there or something. I don't know. It's something I guess that's been done before, but I just thought that'd be a little cool thing. I thought, but whatever. It was a good episode. I feel again like this was made just so that they could fill in some blanks for everyone else, or man, maybe Time War will come up later on. But I also kind of thought like, man, they could travel through time, and even with that ending, oh my gosh, they could do something like go back in time and accidentally find Dominator or something when she's young. See why she went why she was evil, quote unquote, why she became evil and stuff like that. I would have liked to see that. I would have liked to see them go back to the past and see that. We've seen, or they see Hater's origins also, or something like that. I think that would have been awesome. That would have been freaking cool to see something like that. Heck, maybe the series is going to end with Wander and Sylvia going back in time and making a young Hater and young Dominator meet, and basically they're gonna, and Peepers, and all three of them are gonna balance each other out at some point and become good, and become like superheroes or something. I don't freaking know. It'd be kind of stupid, maybe, yeah, but I think it'd be kind of hilarious and be kind of a funny way to end it. But also it'd be kind of sad because that means all of the series we saw would all be like rewritten. But I don't know. This was a good episode. I do think they kind of not wasted it. It's good that they gave us what we got, which is pretty good. And I guess 11-minute episodes probably isn't long enough for a lot of things, which I guess maybe a 2-part probably would have been a little bit better for it. But I would have liked to seen Dominator and show Dominator's past a little bit, or show Hater's past a little bit. I think that would have been kind of cool. And also, another reason why I think this may have been made just for like the quote-unquote final season is because instead of following the usual format of Wander Over Yonder, where it is where it is a Wander episode and then a Hater episode. Both episodes, at least the first one, which was Party Poopers, which came out last week, and a waste of time this week. The waste of time this week was both of them were Wander and Sylvia episodes. It wasn't a Wander and Hater thing, which kind of stinks because that's kind of the whole. That's kind of the balance of the show, because the show is actually a lot about balance and being good and stuff, but also kind of like don't be. It's kind of a balance. It's kind of a balance itself, where you have Wander having a balance with Sylvia, or a Hater balancing with Peepers, and then you have the balancing of the show where you have watching Wander's episode and then watching Hater's episode. And even things like the gift or the giftening, which I thought this was going to kind of be kind of like a background to like all these other episodes, but no. But like having things showing the things that happen in the background between them, but whatever. But no. But Wander and Sylvia and Hater. But yeah, like this was just like 2 Wander and Sylvia episodes, which don't connect much to the plot. Like the Party Poopers ones was really just a stupid joke kind of thing. Except for like always have a laugh, always be, happy and stuff like that. And then like this one was mostly just like answer some unanswered questions. Fun episodes, but other than like this one where it gives you at least a little bit about like story about this stuff, not much is given other than like, okay, the future Hater's gonna be eaten. Also, I forgot to mention there's actually a pretty funny fourth wall break where Wander and Sylvia are like watching craptastic. Wander and Sylvia are looking at Hater dancing, and Sylvia goes, "Wander, we can't keep watching past episodes." And she looks at the camera like, "Of our lives." I'm like, that's actually a pretty funny joke. I like that. We can't keep watching past episodes of our lives. That was pretty good, and also like one where they went too far in the future and like they see the world like time end, like the universe just sucks in, and like you're like too far. end of time. They go all the way to the beginning, and like it just is white, and then turn the universe like bursts out. It's like beginning of time, too far back. And it was a pretty good. It was a pretty good episode. The jokes were funny. I definitely say check it out. Like I say, for a lot of these, check out Wander over Yonder. I'll probably put a link in the description below for the petition, though I haven't been getting like any like more comments on my videos about the petitions or whatever. So I don't know if it's still going, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully we will get like at least one more season, but if not, they're having fun with it. It's fun, but either way, thank you also for watching. And share my videos I done. Please click the link in the description below. Check out all my other videos. My 300 subscriber milestone videos hopefully will be done soon. Me and Hood are working on it right now. I got to do voicing. He's got to freaking do the art. And I'm still working on this. Well, no, I think I finalized the script, I believe. But either way, sorry about that. But either way, thank you for watching. Check out my videos I don't. Please click the description below. Please check out all my other videos. Hopefully y'all enjoy these last bit of episodes of Wander over Yonder. Hopefully you enjoy my vlogs about them. But thank you for watching. Check out all my videos. And we will see you later.